getting down, and that was definitely one of the greatest decisions I've ever made to, join forces and be able to create what I consider one of the greatest swim programs that has ever been created. And shouts out to all of the other swim programs that are going on around the land, all over the world. Shout out to all swim instructors, all lifeguards, all swim coaches. Shout out to everybody that has learned how to swim, those that want to learn how to swim, and those that are gonna learn how to swim. Yeah. So the swim program is called Bronx Swim. Those of you who are familiar with the program, we started in 2017, I believe, 2017. And we started with 4 kids. Before COVID came, obviously everything was shut down, but before COVID, we had 200 plus students and adults. We taught well over, in addition to those numbers, we taught many children and adults how to swim. It was crazy. We had a pre-team. And it was great, man. The energy that everyone brought every Saturday and Sunday, man, it was priceless. But it was the experience of watching the growth, as I said, from 4 to 200. That is a major jump. But don't get it twisted. It took a lot of sacrifice. It took a lot of patience. It took a lot of figuring out for us to even get to that level, which is the beauty of realizing what you can accomplish together, right? When you have synergy and when you're able to work together as a team, you can accomplish anything and everything. Everybody knows their lane, everybody knows their parts, and collectively you can accomplish great things. Okay, so I say that to bring it full circle that, those of you that don't know how to swim, I challenge you to learn. I challenge you to take a lesson and just see how it goes. Swimming is 80% mental, 20% physical. We know you could kick your feet, you can move your arms, you can blow bubbles in the water, but it's mental. Some of us have had traumatic experience as children. Some of us have watched things that have stayed with us. Some of our parents have passed down the fear of swimming. I truly believe that there's something with the water that happened way back when we were crossing the Red Sea and they used to throw us off with the chains. I know that went super deep, but there's definitely a psychological connection with us and water. But yet, look how beauty the water is, because 70% of your body is water, right? Most of the earth is covered in water. When you're thirsty, you need to drink water. When you want to take a shower, you use water. So water is a part of our daily lives. So there's nothing to be afraid of at all. At all. Our children is so important that we teach them how to swim, that we give them that opportunity to enjoy the water, to have fun, to be able to jump off the diving board, learn how to dive, to learn all of the strokes, to be able to tread water, to have the opportunity to become lifeguards at 15, 16, then to transfer over into be a water instructor, to teach other kids how to swim. It's time that we change these narratives, right? Shout out to all the Olympic swimmers that are representing for the different countries and representing for those that are in an urban community that we don't get to see that often. Now, a little more about my personal story. After I did come back and get my certification in teaching swimming, again, I've been a lifeguard, again, like I said, since I was 17, and that was something that I always kept going. I've lifeguarded many different places across New York City and Westchester. So when I got certified as to be a water safety instructor, that was like a rebirth for me, because at the time, again, like I said, I was going through a very tough time in my life, and that like gave me life, to be able to help children and to teach children. And from there, from Bronx Winter, I went on to JCC in Scarsdale, and started to get my feet wet. And then I was offered an opportunity to start coaching. I started coaching at JCC, and now that opened my eyes to a whole different world, right? To swim team and competitive swimming, and somewhere that I didn't even know really existed, like unless I was watching the Olympics, So this now put me in a whole different realm of being at swim meets and learning what a 50 is and a 25, and learning what a 1500 swim is, like just learning all of these different things, man. It was a beautiful thing. So after that, I went on to go to several other places. As for Green, I was able to then go on up to have my first aquatics director position up at Sprout Westchester. Shout out to Sprout. Shout out to all the places I was at, As for Green and JCC. So aquatics director at Sprout Westchester, where I was in charge of lifeguards and the swim program, which was, again, a learning experience. Teaching 50 kids a day from all ages, from, now again, 17, they had to give me oxygen the first day, remember, so that just goes to show you that your story is what you want it to be, okay? I didn't think the first time I learned how to swim that it would transfer over into doing all of these things, but that's the way the universe works, man. That's the way the Most High works, man. So I did that. Then I then got a coaching position, assistant coach at Sarah Lawrence over in Bronxville, and now I'm coaching college. And I was at Marymount in New York City, and then this past season, last 2 seasons actually, I was at Trinity High School in NYC. Shout out to Trinity. They definitely did win a chip, the boys and the girls. So to bring this thing full circle, and I don't want to take too much more of your time, it's very, very important that we change the narrative and we teach all children. And I don't mean just African American children, even though I know where we lack, and we are actually the number one kids that drown, according to statistics. We must teach children how to swim, and adults. That is one of my passions. That is one of my goals. Anybody who's been in a coach court class would tell you he's going to bring that energy, and he's going to do what he can to help you overcome your fear in learning how to swim. And, swimming is a life skill, and there's so many opportunities in the aquatics world that we don't even know of. It's just a beautiful thing. Even to swim, man. Swimming is one of the best workouts. You work all your muscles. You work cardio. Swimming is one of the greatest feelings. To be able to swim in the ocean and just be free. You feel free when you swim. Just to have the opportunity. I know many of us love the water, but we don't get to experience the water the way we should because we don't know how to swim. And I challenge you again, If you don't know how to swim, I challenge you to please, 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 please learn how to swim. Make sure you give your children the opportunity to learn how to swim. The earlier to learn, the better they will be later on. Okay? Now, so for some plugs, for Bronx Swim, you can follow Bronx Swim at Bronx Swim, BRONX Swim, SWIM, on IG. You could also go to www.bronxswim.com to sign up if you would like to learn. If you would like to take lessons, you can go there for further information. For my swim page, you could go to at inspired, INSPIRED, the number 2 swim, SWIM, on IG. Again, getting swim lessons is very, very, very important. So we are definitely out here. Shout out to everybody at Bronx Swim, all the people that come to Bronx Swim. Shout out to my guys, the instructors, and the ladies as well. Yes, and and I say all of the coaches and the instructors and lifeguards and aides, everybody, man, in the aquatics world, man, for sure. Like I said, for those of you that know how to swim, shout outs to you. Those of you that want to learn how to swim, it's important. This Coach Court, man, I'm getting pumped just talking about it. It feels good. It's a great thing. It's a great opportunity. You're definitely going to see us in the Olympics one day. We're going to be there, whether we coaching or we in the water. That's the goal. Greatness is a process. You got to work. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Bless up them. And we out. Yes, Lord. But don't forget, email the King Vision Podcast at gmail.com. Everything is love. I love y'all. All right. We out.